You're listening to the Blush and Burn Books podcast,
where two sisters read anything from slow burns to heart-pounding spice. I'm Laura.
And I'm Annie. Grab your favorite drink and let's get bookish.
We keep saying things that are great. We're saying gems.
We are dropping gems. Dropping gems,
right,
and none of y'all got it. Welcome back to the Blush and Burn Books podcast. I'm Laura Eakin. And that's Annie Baxter. And we are here with the amazing Kalista Neith. Yay! I'm so excited to have you on.
Hello. I'm so happy to be here.
We've kept talking way before this, and then Annie was getting a drink, and I'm just like, we're starting. I don't even care at this point. Like, we're jumping in because y'all missed a whole bunch of ear biscuits already. So,
because we be saying shit.
Yeah,
but none of it was
jump
live.
in.
None of it was on. None of it was recorded.
Nope.
I know.
But that's the hard part, like when you become such good friends with people and all of a sudden you just like get on and start talking.
And then you're like, oh, by the way, we're not recording.
I'm like, oh yeah, podcast, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Bitch hit the button.
The problem is that that's me. That was my job. I did not do my job.
That's true.
I should have done my job.
It's all right. It's fine.
It's fine.
We're just fine. I'm so excited because, like, Kalista, we became friends online before Tea and Tropes. And then we went to the Tea and Tropes event. Just had an absolute blast in Arizona. And
yes, I love Bree so much. She is so fun.
If I
fantastic.
Listen, if anyone ever said a mean word about Bree, I would.
Oh, be on. They would catch the hands.
I would hurt someone. Like, that girl is so cool. I gamed with her once. And I felt so honored because she was like watching out for me. She's like, Annie, we gotta go over here. Annie, come over. All of her friends are like running all around. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing in the game, and I'm just like following behind. She's like, Annie, come with us. This is where we're going.
What game was it though?
We were playing Repo.
I love this.
We were playing Repo, and I actually love Repo. I played it before. But when we play, we mod up pretty good.
Yeah, you have
so
to.
She's like, I'm like, oh, we're playing vanilla, and she's like, yeah. I'm all, oh, okay.
How
no,
dare
I
you?
can do that. No, I'm fine. I can do that. I can do that. Sure. And as we go, I'm all, no.
Yeah, I'm a graphics hoe. I cannot do anything vanilla. It has to be pretty. It needs to.
I know. I'm like, oh, I can't change my hat or like something that's like there's like these like features you can change. I'm like, oh, I just look so plain. Like
I want the frilly dress with the gun.
Yeah,
come on.
I can do this.
My favorite after she was done playing, she was like, I got in trouble. My keyboard was too loud.
They're like, Annie, the monsters can hear your keyboard. I'm all, I bought a new keyboard the next day. I was like, bitch, you can't hear my keyboard no more. It's quiet. I have a quiet keyboard now.
I have a mechanical keyboard. So that thing's like.
I have two now. So now I've got it where I can just
you have the
swap
stealth
really
maybe?
fast. That I can be like, okay, yeah, now we have the quiet one, and then when I want to like write and do what because I need to hear it when I'm typing, and so yeah, I told one of my kids because they're like gamers, and I was like, hey, I need a really cool keyboard, and they're like, ugh, and I'm like, what was that for? Like, I don't think you're gonna want to pay what you're gonna need. Like, okay, I'm not cheap. Like, tell me what I need, and like they send them to me like $500. I'm like, okay, you're right. Can you give me one that's for like $150?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at. I'm like, give me a razor
down just a notch, And like their keyboards don't even have like number pads on them or anything. They're just like these little tiny like. I'm like, what are we doing here?
No, I need a number pad.
I know.
I need a number
pad. Some of these gamers, they don't use number pads, okay?
But they just get like the little itty bitty like section pieces, right?
Yeah,
because it's just for the left hand.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I'm like, cool. What are you? How do you even play it like that? I'm a WASD girly, so I need like.
So am I. I'm like, if I don't have that, I'm like, I don't know how to.
I'm like. I don't know what to do.
Either.
I don't know how to move. I'm like, it took me long enough to figure that shit out. Like, I'm not gonna other stuff out.
For real though, my kids laugh at me all the time because at my house it's Fortnite and Minecraft, and so when we're playing any of those, I have to be on the computer because I can't do the controllers. I can't look and then look around. I can't move and then it doesn't work for my brain. And my kids are like, Mom, we can't play with you. You make
pretty
us
good,
so
though.
sick.
You do Hogwarts Legacy. You're pretty good with
I can play Hogwarts Legacy, but it's directional.
Yeah.
It auto directs me where I need to look.
Yeah, I know.
It's fine.
Listen. Anyway, back to Bree. I love Bree. Hi,
We
Bree.
love
I love
Bree.
you.
Hi, Bree.
Love Bree.
I can't do that one.
All that
My
because
hands-
of Bree. I like Bree.
Just do like two really big peace signs and then just curl their fingers down.
I can't do it. It's fine.
My fingers
It's
need to
fine.
go.
Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
a
that's a new one.
FaceTime
That's
the
Griffin's
other
favorite.
day. I tried to do it on FaceTime the other day and it wouldn't do my like shooting heart out of the thing. And like, you know, you can do like the double peace signs and it would
Like goes.
yeah, I wasn't working. And I got a little angry because I was like, what the heck?
It was like, what
half-
gang sign is this? We
that's
don't know
like-
what you're trying to
like
say.
half
I know, we're
Griffin's
not doing it with your
FaceTime.
hands.
Jeez.
What are you doing with your hands?
I want to randomly shoot lasers at people. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's fine.
Off of sharks.
I know.
Sharks. Laser sharks.
I know. Laura,
Oh,
where do you want to
man.
start?
Oh my gosh.
I'm thinking again.
I want to know about where writing started for you and like what reading sparked it. So like,
Lords.
because like I'm finding that a lot of us have like the same place that we
Right.
started at with reading that sparked the want
Yeah, I
to
want to
write
know,
something.
like, are you like a thriller girl? Or were you like, tell us about younger Kalista. Is she like horror? Do you like horror? Did you like the thriller?
I thought you said, am I a
Are you
whore, not horror?
I did too.
okay, side note, quick note. I'm taking my family to Vegas in a few weeks. And there is a horror I don't know, it's like has to be like haunted houses and stuff. Like horror, not like horror.
Yeah.
And I sound
You
like
don't know how to enunciate these words
I
at all.
can't say it when it
Horror.
comes out, and so it looks sounds
There's
like
another
I'm taking my
there's another
children
after
to
horror.
some big horror convention, and it's
Yeah.
like no, it's like
I was like,
you
younger
know,
Kalista was not
scary
a whore.
I know.
Old
I mean,
Kalista's a
I am
hoe.
now. Many would say I am now. It's fine.
I know I can't say it right; it does not come out right.
You have to add the "or" at the end.
Horror.
Horror.
Yep.
There you go.
It doesn't sound right.
Just like
when I
run
say
it all of it. Just be like horror.
Horror? Okay. It doesn't sound right when it comes out of my mouth. Maybe it's because I'm from Utah.
Always a possibility.
I know.
we love.
Yeah. Yes.
So like younger me, where I started like writing. So I had for the Invoking, I've had those characters in this book since I was like 14. So very, very young. I had that. So I've had
Did
all
you
of that.
now?
I did.
Okay.
So we were military. So we moved every year because my mom was a real estate agent. So we'd buy a house, fixed up,
Wow.
fucking, it would be beautiful. Then we sell it and then we go somewhere else. So every year we moved. So, and I'm born in the late 1900s. So I'm an old bitch. So there wasn't the internet. We
I
had a
am
rotary
too.
phone.
I
Yeah.
am too. Okay.
And then back then, like we didn't have there were no cell phones. If I moved away, like I had to have somebody's house phone number. And then it was a weird time because nobody wanted to have your kids be talking to other like there was talking on the phone was a difficult thing. And so like when we moved, I just had to cut all my friends off and then we'd move over and over. And then as my little like I was like an artsy, awkward kid. Like I liked art, I liked to draw, I liked animals, and I was I wasn't what I am now.
Yeah.
So after like a few times of moving, it's like around maybe second, third grade, I was like, why am I making friends with these people when I'm just gonna leave them next year anyway? So I got very like I would rather have these things in my head and talk to them. And so I was very in my head than communicating with regular people. Like I would talk to the teachers because I had to, but I wasn't interested in like going to recess and trying to make friends and stuff because I'm going to leave you bitches next year and I'm never going to see you again. And why am I wasting the effort? Because it just hurts me in the end when I move. So I just decided to be the other way. I have like, I'm the oldest of, initially was 4, now there's 6. But so when I was going through school, there's 4 of us, but we're all 2 years apart. So like we weren't hanging out. When I was like a 3rd grader, my brother was a 1st grader. So like we never crossed.
Not until you're older, right?
Yeah. Like after high school, like we hung out after he got back from boot camp is when we started hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, me and Laura, we're 9 years difference between the two of us. So Like,
yeah, same thing. Yeah,
I'm like, 10 and 12. I'm not hanging out with like my 1 and 2 year old sister. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
we didn't like really connect until we were older, because.
And she didn't look at me like her kid sister anymore.
Yeah.
I was actually an adult.
Because you were a kid sister for a while, I mean, that's just
I
how
get
it goes. Yeah, that's just
and that is totally how it goes. Because even my like all my younger brothers, like when I see, so the like I just call them by numbers. So like the number 2 brother, because we have there's 3 brothers and me and my sister. So like there's my sister and then there's like brother 1, 2, and 3. So like the 3rd brother, he or 2nd brother, he went to the military. So I hardly saw him because he's 6 years younger than me. So like we didn't cross in school, we didn't nothing. And then I went to college and he went to the military and he got stationed like in fucking Japan and shit. And like, so I was there for his wedding and everything, but I haven't seen him in probably like 10 years. Wow. So when I see him and he's like a grown ass man with children, I'm like,
you're like, whoa.
In my head, he's 14. He's still this skinny ass little Chinese boy.
Oh yeah.
No. I have a brother like that too. Where every time I see him, I'm all, oh, you're a federal judge?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like you have a whole ass family.
Like you, like 14-year-old kid.
Yeah, exactly. And then even the 2 youngest ones, because like me and my youngest brother are, I think we're more than 20 years apart. Like we're far. So like she had my mom is a fertile myrtle and I love her and I'm jealous because I'm infertile. So I think she kept all of it and didn't give it to me. So she has like, we have all the kids and stuff. So I have like my nieces and nephews I just run around with and I'm like, no, you're mine for a second. Now go away.
Yeah.
But
sometimes there's moments where I go, yeah, that would have been nice. Because then you can return them.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't return
I like to come in, call them a hoe, and then leave.
Yeah, you're like, out. Deuces.
Or you go in and you spoil the crap out of them, give them everything that you want, so that because I'm known to do this. Like you give them everything their little heart desires, and then you leave. So then their mom and dad have to pick up the pieces afterwards. The next time they go to the store, they're like, "No, we can't have that," and they're like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna ask Aunt Annie for it."
Literally, that's how it goes. My son does it all the time. He asked me for an iPad, and I said no, and he goes, "That's fine. I'll ask Aunt Annie. She'll get it for me."
Listen.
I love that. I am also that ad. I make them I make them like use real life skills to like barter things out of me. So when they want money from me, they have to send me an invitation to like their birthday party or whatever. It doesn't be fancy, but I make them write out an invitation and mail it to me. And then when I get in the mail, then I Venmo them money. And so like for like if they're smart, they would do, if they're listening, which they shouldn't be because this is an adult podcast. But but if their moms are listening, they should be sending me like invitations to like Christmas dinner and this and that, because I send them fucking money when they do it. And like a couple of them have wised on and a couple of them have not. And then like,
it's my half birthday, Aunt Kalista. It's my half birthday.
Yeah,
exactly. You know, it's
they
my
could
half
totally
birthday.
do that. If they send me anything with an invitation where like they put effort into it, I would send them money. But like it's what I don't do though is when they like one of them because they're together at the birthday party, so they'll see that whoever sent me an invitation and I sent them money and like, oh, well, my birthday is in such and such, and can you just send it to me too? And I'm like, send me an invitation. If you don't I need to have the invitation before your birthday. If you don't send it to me prior, if you send it to me after the birthday, it's next year. You better date that correctly, or
yeah,
that's awesome
for real though.
Yeah, so I try to teach them that kind of stuff. Like this is how I try to teach them how to be snobby.
That's so great.
I love it so much. Hey, so you're making these friends. You're creating your friends.
Yeah. So I created a like imaginary friend. Like, so when people buy my books, like, oh, how'd you start writing? I'm like, some imaginary friend's gonna talk to other people. This is what I say. So like when I started them, it was actually like I have Rune and Vashki now. What started was actually their parents. So it was like I had Michelle and Julian, and then Belinda and Saith. They had different names at the time, but like Michelle and Julian always were them, but Belinda and Saith are different. And so we had them, and I just like I would be thinking about like what they're doing and this. So it'd be like it's like watching TV in my head. So like I wasn't conversing with them, but they were like having their own little deal, and I was just there like as a spectator. And then so that grew, and as I ignored more people and just stayed in my head more, it became like its own thing. So I have like multiple generations. I have like 6,000 years of nonsense. I have history. I have this and that. So I have like all that in my head. So I wanted to be a writer, but I didn't know how to like do the righty portion. Like I didn't realize how to, like, I wasn't a big reader. Like we played D&D, so I knew about like how to do things, but I didn't know how to like write, and I wasn't a real big reader when I was younger. And then one of my girlfriends was a huge reader, and she actually she lived with me for a second before she, like, when we graduated high school, before she jumped to wherever she was going. And so when she came in, she brought her books. She had books with her, and one of them was Anne Bishop, the Black Jewel trilogies, and I
just bought
them.
those. I just bought them. I
never
have,
read
the
them.
First 4, or I don't.
Yeah,
I haven't bought this.
it's a
really
trilogy
cool
initially,
has,
and then it keeps going. So it's like the Daughter of the Blood. They're right here. I have their special edition. I have a whole shrine to them. Come here. Oh, I had them. I forgot. I nailed them to the fucking thing, so they're stuck there. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh my god, I broke it.
Nope, you're good.
I think I have one that has like 3 of them together, even. Like, I think I
Yeah,
have an
there's the
edition
dragon
that has,
omnibus.
the first 3 together. Even.
Yeah, the omnibus one.
Okay.
Yeah, so that one, like, read the trigger warnings first, because there is like a child essay in there. It's not like.
I'm so glad you were saying that, because I keep putting it off, right? Like, oh, I have them.
If you like Invoking, I'm heavily influenced off of that. Yeah,
beautiful.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm
so
excited
to check it out.
It's my favorite read. Like it. So when I was, and I'm gonna start this by saying that I've evolved into a legendary Pokemon, and I'm fine. So when I was initially like out of high school, like my first high school sweetheart, I married him. I didn't realize he was like an abusive narcissist until it was way too late. So like he isolated me from my family, he isolated me from everything. Like it was really bad. And I like towards the end, I had a booklet with like what not to do to make him mad. And I didn't realize like how weird it was until my sister went to like, she came to my house and she went to go grab the book and I snatched it from her. And then like that was a point where I realized like, okay, I'm in a bad situation. Like, I don't want my sister seeing like that I'm writing, don't open the fridge at 2, like whatever. So it was like real crazy. So I got out of that. But when I was in that situation, and it's really hard to see like the tree from the forest when you're in those kind of things. So I was reading the what is it called, the Anne Bishop, the Black Jewel trilogy.
The Black Jewel Society.
And it's a matriarchal society, and like the woman and the nurturer is valued just as much as like the hunter and the male and the violence, and they pair themselves, and the male like bows to the female kind of thing. So it's like a very nurturing society, to where it's not like I'm above you and you just have to listen, and like it's not that way. So it made me it like it wasn't overnight. It didn't like I didn't read the books and be like I'm fucking divorcing you. That's not how it happened. But like it gives you like a kernel of like this isn't how it should be, and you cannot treat me this way.
I think
then,
it starts to just plant little seeds, right? Like
the
thing is, it starts to plant the little seed, and then you go, oh, I see that now, and then another one, and they just start to grow to the point where you're like, oh, now I see this.
And then I was like, I should kill you and take over the kingdom. And then we got divorced.
You're like, it's probably
patriarchy wins.
It's probably safer we get divorced.
Yeah.
For you.
For your sake.
For your safety, I should drop your last name. I'm like, take his first name, take his last name, take his social. You're the husband now.
So Neith is your name then. So you moved your name back.
Yeah, no, so Kalista Neith is like fake as hell. Like that's not my name at all. So yeah, it's that is zero my name. So I was after I got rid of him, I had to like support myself and everything. So I found I'm really good at commission sales. I'm very outside. I'm an introvert at heart, but I've learned, because I like to eat, that how to be an extrovert and how to do this kind of thing. So I do learn life skills that are necessary. So I was in like the public eye, and I worked at a dealership, so I was a service writer. So our name and our picture and everything was like on the wall, and I would have fucking stalkers. And so that was like, and this is like 20 years ago. So I've learned very quickly to fake everything. So yeah, the Kalista Neith is a fake name that's like, I think it's like 15 years old at this point. It might be older, but it looks like it's real, because it's like the Facebook is like however many years old, and this, that, and the other. Yeah. So it looks like it's a real name, but it's not. It's all fake.
Well, it fits you.
Yeah. I'm so happy it fits me. So the names that I've been using are actually supposed to be in the books. So Kalista was supposed, like, I can't, when you finish book 2, I'll tell you like what character was supposed to have Kalista's name.
Okay.
I am intrigued.
But yeah, so like Sadie I left in there because I like the name Sadie too much, but Sadie comes off of sadist. and that was actually my gamer tag. So I played a cleric, and her name was Sadist. So I never thought I would actually use these characters like in books, but I used their names in like other things. Like I played Sadist. I ran around as Sadie. I like at work in my corporate job, I'm Sadie. And then Kalista is another character that I changed that name because I couldn't have a Kalista of me and then a Kalista in the book. So that name that I've cultivated and made look like it's real was supposed to be a character that you'll meet in book 2 that I wasn't able to. So I had to change her name. So I've had like all of these things and like these universes that have been in my head. I've had and like they've like implanted in my life for decades, and I've just like I am as surprised as anyone else to realize that like people read my books and like them.
oh
they're fantastic.
Okay, I mean, we can just take a quick moment to tell you how much I love Invoking the Blood. Like,
it's so good.
Like, we got it from the show. And Laura can pull it out.
No. And that one is the
we got it from Luna and Lore first.
Yeah, so we got those from Luna and Lore. Like, take the cover off, Laura, because it's
those are gorgeous. I have them too.
It's the very first time I've seen this for me anyway. Same. This was the first time.
And this is the second one from Luna and Lore
that we had seen this done, where the plastic cover comes off to add. And I only have one other book like this.
Yeah, Glow is the only other book I have that does this.
I have the Irresistible Urge.
Yeah. So Luna and Lore, they might still have some, but go there if you want one of these guys.
Yeah, I think they have a couple left.
Right. Yes. I have to put a dog up on my lap, ladies. Sorry. The
love dogs.
Thunder is literally just scaring the living life out of her, and she is just like. I'll try and pull her out of the screen, but she's just like shaking like a leaf at my feet. She's like, "Please pick me up."
She's like, "Mom."
Hold me.
Thunder's gonna get me. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna eat me.
It's gonna be fine. So if I look like I'm petting something, I am.
I mean, listen.
Sorry.
Don't be.
This is who we are, though. So
I know. I just can't. I can't leave her down there. It's like breaking my heart to just see her down there. It's gonna be fine.
No, you're good. So So the way that we found out about Invoking the Blood as a whole, we had Corvin King jump on a live that we were on TikTok, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I narrated that."
I said,
and somebody else
book is in my cart.
Like, no,
I said,
you need to
the
go
book's
and
in
look
my
at
Audible
it.
cart.
Yeah, and so Corvin was like pumping it up. Yeah. Somebody else had gotten in the chat and was like, "Oh my gosh, I've read this. It was fantastic."
Yeah.
That within a month, not even, we had gotten the books from Luna and Lore. And then all of a sudden, Annie and I are like, "Well, this is awesome." And then Tea and Tropes, and we're like, "We love this chick. Like, how would we like not?"
It was like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, this girl's everywhere. This is fantastic.
I know, it's great.
And I mean, that's the goal as an author. I mean, trying to market yourself, I'm sure, is like
it is a whole ass full-time job.
It's exhausting. And so it's like if you get sometimes you just got to get enough people to start talking about you, you know? It's just get that machine moving a little bit. And so after we went to the show, we have another author friend that we hang out with. Her name is Melissa Diamond, and we do a little book club together, and we picked Invoking the Blood, and I'm like, let's read this. And she loved it.
Oh my god.
And I was like, this is awesome. And so I mean, I moved on to book 2, and I think we even have an arc we need to get to.
Yes, so we have the arc for Soul Obsession.
Very
excited. And that is where's that filth? I have it here.
So I love the way that you talk about these books. I'm not gonna lie, because even when we were at Tea and Tropes, I know.
Yes.
This is like my favorite. Piece of art.
Come on.
And I have the one where he's actually like naked. You can see this muscle. Like she is getting it. Yeah, exactly.
I know. No, I think I have the other one that
I can't show it. I mean, I don't know if I can.
I know. I'm looking.
I mean, it's not. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit.
Okay, so I actually like cards like this that are right on the edge. I don't. I like them right there. It's like it's kind of like sometimes. It's like sometimes you don't want a full boob shot, you know? You just want enough cleavage to be like, what could be under there? Like,
yes,
sometimes you want like just a little bit. Like, I just want to know like what that could be. You know what I mean?
The new art I don't have it here yet, but I have it for the A Travelers in Bone one that we just did. So for that Kickstarter, I always do like 2 safe for work and 2 not safe for work. And for the not safe for work, the second one's getting done right now. But for the first not safe for work, it's because I don't have any of Vashki alone with Faye, and they yell at me about it in my head. So I did one of them in for book 2. So like Vashki is kind of on top of her, and like his shadow hands are covering the boobs, and
love it.
So there's like the clean one I can put in the book that I can like leave in the bookstore, and that's the ones with the shadows. He's like undoing his belt, and his shadow's like on her titties. And then I have another one where her titties just out, and it's just and her face. Like I need to I'll send you guys the pictures of it when I have, because the most beautiful art I have of Faye is when she's like getting dicked down by these men.
Yummy,
because her face looks amazing.
Let's talk about that.
Oh, there's inlays.
Like, yeah, there's inlays in them. They're
beautiful. Oh yeah, these bitches, all of mine have inlays. I love them.
I love inlays. It's like it just helps set the mood. Like, it's kind of like having a playlist, but better. You know?
Yes,
it's like,
absolutely.
Yes.
Nom nom.
So okay, let's talk about. I love this idea of Rune and Vashki. They're separate.
Yeah,
but they're not. But they're separate, and let's talk about where that came from, because
like how would you explain that?
I think that is a really cool element. I only know of one other book off the top of my head that does something, and it's not even similar. It's different, and let's talk about that element and how hard it is to come up with it, and even kind of create the dynamic, right? Because technically Vashti he's real, but he
has no corporeal body. He has like he's just he lives. It's like Venom has like, if you took Venom out, he's just like a little thing. He's not like he's only that with Eddie.
Hey, I actually love that. I love that depiction of that. You sit down.
We love the baby. It's fine.
It's getting crazy. But let's talk about that, because so I love this element, because to me it just adds this extra level of like grit a little bit, because Vashki's got like Rune has to like push him down, you know? He's like, chill.
It gets worse in book 2. Just wait, you'll get there.
Give me my woman, you know? And it's like, calm down, you know?
Yeah, he is mad about it.
That a little bit.
So Vashki was actually a very new element. So when I had the characters when I was like a kid, when I was 14, there's like I had their parents. I had Ren and Michelle, and then they had children, and then I have Alice. Alistair's name was actually Alexander first, but I changed it to Alistair, and then the town was Alexander, and then it was Rune and Jareth. So those names all remain the same. Jareth because we love David Bowie, and so
we do.
So those were the sons. And then when I knew Rune was always a pureblood. Like I knew that, like he got it from his mama, but the other ones don't. So in this world, they like the hereditary like genes that come down, they don't all like click. Like they're not half like vampire, half shadow man. Like you'll get some of each. So like the other 2 brothers are only shadow man, and Rune's the only one that got both. Right. So when I was making him, I wanted to have like these instincts, and like have him being a vampire being a part of it. And so initially it was like I just called it bloodlust, and it was like urges, and it wasn't anything that like it wasn't a person, so it was like urgings.
Totally.
And it would feel like, and my editor is the one who created Vashki, so not created, but like I'll explain. So it was like these urges and things, and it would like feel bad. So like when he was mean to Faye, it would like these urges would want him to like comfort her and things like that. So when I initially wrote it, it was like this thing inside of him that was like having these urgy things. And then my editor read it and was like, you need to do one of 2 things. You need to pick. You need to either dial this down a lot, or you need to make it a whole ass separate person. And then I was like, well, I don't want to take it away, because I want the vampire piece to be there. So then I dialed it up, and we made it a different person. Initially I called it Bloodlust. Like I didn't have a name for it. So it was just it was like italicized Bloodlust, and that's what we called it. And like my critique partner, JD Ronan, she was like Team Bloodlust 100,000, like she had a hashtag. It's crazy. Yeah, so we did all of that, and I thought people would still like Rune. I thought he's sophisticated, he's rich, he's powerful. Like this is who people are going to go for. So I rewrite it. I wrote Invoking got written 3 times in a year. So that was like a learning curve, like a motherfucker.
Ooh.
So yeah,
wow.
so the second rewrite I did, we like fleshed out not Vosh, it was Voshki, but he didn't have a name yet. He was Bloodlust. So I did that, gave it back to Editor. She read that, and then she messaged me like in all caps: "Is you need to give this man a name. He's about to pay your mortgage." And I was like, "What?" And I didn't believe her. I was like, "What?" She was like, "This is gonna be your love interest." I'm like, "But Rune is a love interest." She was like, "No, just trust me." And so I had to go think of a name. So I wanted something that wasn't there before. So the Ravashnik is actually Hishnik in Russian is predator, and then ravenous, and I put it together. So it's Ravashnik is like a name. And so I took that name and I made sure it wasn't anywhere. Like I Googled it, I looked around, I did all the things. So that was its own name. And then I shortened it to Voshki for her to call him something. Yeah. And Voshki is actually a girl's name from like the 1800s. I didn't think to look up Voshki. So we just made Voshki into a man now. It's fine.
Love it. I love it.
But that's how the duel, like how he kind of evolved, and now he's his own thing. Writing him is really easy though, because it's just like writing another character, but it's a character that only one person can hear and see typically. Like he will eventually, as the books go on, he does reach out to Faye. Like he does like have a mental tether, and he does like he wants to be with her all the time. So he does like have a tether to her as the books like go on. So he's not always going to be in Rune's head.
Level of intensity though.
Yeah.
Like it literally takes the intensity of the relationship and notches it up, which is like,
because I had to make because they're two separate people, right? So I had to so Rune was raised as he's an aristocrat. He's powerful. He's from like a high blood like family. He's royalty and all this, but they're taught to like suppress the Ravashnik and to ignore it. And so Voshki is a character that is raised in the shadow of this other one that is constantly just squashed down. He's never going to win. Like he can never win this fight. So he's and to build a character like that, like you have to really think about like this is how you're raised. It's 3,000 years of what you had. And that's why in the first book he's so like very trying to scream everything he has before we can stuff him back in the box, because he's like we kind of teasingly call him a jack in the box.
Get tamped down again. Yeah,
because he wants to get his thought out before he's like silenced. So that's what's happened to him over the course of like centuries and thousands of years. So that's why he's so like rah and like getting stopped down again kind of deal. And so it's having that dynamic. And then after they meet Faye and Faye acknowledges him and he's like a person, he has like, and he'll get more autonomy in like the second books and going forward. But as he's treated more as a person so he's treated more as a person with Faye, it changes the dynamic too. And then also how Rune and Voshki view each other. Because like I'm writing, I just turned into my editor like a secret project that is it's going to be a short story that's going to be seen and I'll be screaming about it shortly. And that is it's going to be a Chinese New Year. So it's Chinese New Year where Voshki gets the body and he goes and has Chinese New Year with Faye. So that is that's going to be that's so fun. So I sent it to my editor and I was like, okay, I want this for like, because it's going to go to it's like new readers, so I need to be they can like understand the world and the writing without like having to read the first two books. So there'll be Easter eggs for the people who have read them, and for the people who have not, it's just fresh. It's a fresh like introduction to my world, like a cozy, spicy deal.
Okay, so I love this idea, and I actually was telling Laura about this. I said I feel like there needs to be more of these in the book world, where we almost have like a novella, but it's almost like a novella to introduce you into the world. So it's like
it's a magnet. It's a reader magnet.
It's this little piece that's like, did this intrigue you enough? Now let me show you what like.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to see how they got together? Because you said that if you like this dynamic, you want to see how they started. It's here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a lot of it out there. I think there's these like little like novellas, and it's like not. You want them to be teasers.
Yeah,
you know, like that,
and they have to close onto their own too. They have to be their own story, and they have to have a satisfying ending. They can't just be
How do you world build just enough
to
not enough? Like it's like a balancing game to try to figure out how you're not completely overloading people with
100%
the world. But I'm excited for that.
Yeah,
then.
so I'm like,
that'll be so fun.
So that one, it serves two purposes. Like it's to like kind of hook new readers into the world, and also does some pregame for the wedding novella I'm writing. So that there's the Chinese New Year and the wedding novella, and then book 3, and then it'll be enclosed.
Then you're gonna wrap it up. So
Yes.
are you working on book 3?
I'm working the wedding novella now. So I just finished the new thing. I know how it ends. Like I have the story already. I have generations of them. So I have it all in my head. I just have to put it down. And what's weird is I know a lot of people hate, like, not people, but like authors, they hate doing like their summary. Like when your agent's like, hey, I need the summary of your work, and you have to write that thing. People hate it. I love that thing because it helps me so much more than, because I'm a plotter. I outline everything. But then to have, like, when I have to form it into a summary, it like makes it solid in my brain, and then I can just hold the summary and go, okay, I need to get here, and then and then okay, I need to get here, and then this thing happens, and then I'll forget. Like there was in the what is it called, the Chinese New Year one, I wrote the summary to send it to my agent and everything. And then when I'd forgotten this thing that I put at the end of it. So I was just writing, I was like, okay, yeah. And then I look back and I'm like, oh yeah, I was gonna do that. That's cool. And so I put that back in because I'd totally forgotten about it.
Oh man.
That's why we have other people to be our brains sometimes. I call Laura my brain most of the time. I'll call her up and I'll be like, excuse me, brain, I have a question for you. Because I will forget if I don't, like, I have sticky notes everywhere out
same.
of the way. And I just write notes for myself everywhere because I just forget. Like, it goes in my head, I think about it for a second, and then it's gone. And I'm like, okay, like, you didn't write a note about
they're
that.
gems that you forget. Because like at the end, I had them go back to the meadow where like she first meets him, and she's holding his hand through the meadow in the dreams. So I had them go back there, and he tells her like what his perspective was of it and that kind of thing. So like that was a gem that I was like, this is great. I'll never forget this. And I did. And when I went back to the summary, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that shit. My bad.
It's cool. I'll just throw that back in.
I'm just gonna write it in. I'm the author. I'm just putting it right now. It's fine.
I got this.
Drop.
I can tweak just about anything.
Right? Yeah. I also put notes to like my critique partner. She hates it. She gets so mad at me. It's like Jada. Her name is Jada. It's JD Ronan. But I will be there and I'll be writing stuff. And like the smut scenes I always write last because they take me so long to like, they take me like 10 times longer to write than a regular scene. Yeah. So I'll put, and then they fucked in brackets, and then I'll skip to the next thing, and she's like, I fucking hate you. Like anytime I get stuck on something, or like I'll put a note to myself that says like, think of a better line later. I'll do that as I'm writing, and she's like, why can't you just sit there and think of the line then? And I'm like, because I need to do other things. I can't just sit there and like be paralysis words on this thing. So
well, I love that. I've done a few alpha reads, and they still do that even in alpha read. Like even if you're doing an alpha read, you'll be like, there'll still be like little parentheses, and you're like, oh, they just literally are like, I have to come back to that. And then you'll get like a email. It's like, hey, I remember that scene back in chapter 2. I just put that in. So now you got to go back and read it again. Like, okay, I'm going back and read it. And then you go back. So, but I get it, because sometimes I think you're in the flow, right? You get in the flow and you're like, you don't want to get out of it, because to ultimately, I mean, the goal is to, well, not always, but I mean, at least in Invoking the Blood is to have a balance between plot and smut too, right? It's like, there is a plot, there is an overarching story to this, and it's deep, and it's very, I would say it's character driven and plot driven, if I'm being honest. Like, I think your story is like you do know these characters, like, you know them, you fall in love with them, they're built well enough, and they behave the way they're supposed to behave throughout the whole story, which is,
that makes me so happy to hear that,
because the hardest part is watching his character go through, and you're like, they're just an NPC, like they're not even really like important, but yet here we have Sadie, who's she is important to the story. Like, she really, the things that she brings to it are really important. And also with the sister, even Sadie's
Damien, her man.
Damien. I wanted to call him Dominic for a second. Damien. Like, he has a purpose, right? Like, there's a purpose to him, and every time he speaks, I'm like, oh, I like this dude. Like, he like keeps her in line, and she doesn't even really realize, like, this dude is like keeping her in check. She doesn't even realize it. Like, I like him. And you know what's interesting about him? I'll say, I think he kind of softens her a little bit. Too, maybe even a little, right? Because she's hard. She's not a hard character, but she's a strong female. And then you see him come in, and kind of like
just
talk
manhandle
to
her.
Yes, and you're like, okay.
He's like, I will fuck that attitude out of you. I swear to fuck.
Love it. And
Yes.
you're like, I like this dude a lot. And I'm like,
because she is stronger than him. Like magically, she has a shard of darkness and he doesn't. Like she could obliterate him if she wanted.
Yes.
And he's secure enough
it doesn't scare him. He's like,
yeah, exactly. He's like, please step on me, mommy.
Do we have a spicy scene between those two?
In Whispers, there is. It's actually it's like a group activity. It's a whole ass group activity.
I looked at.
It's because it's in between Invoking and A Trial of Lace and Bone, so like you won't get any spoilers or anything, but like it kind of shows you how the familiar are. So they have they have festivals.
So, I was going to read this after Trial of Lace and Bone. So let's take a little curtail here. So you read Invoking the Blood. Which ones do you read from this before going into Trials of Bone and Lace?
It'll tell you exactly where they are. Let me see if I have one.
Does it?
Yeah, open it up. It'll tell you like exactly where they fall. So it's
because it gives me their names.
Yeah, and then
but I didn't
when you
see.
Actually go to the. One second. When you go
there
to
you
the
go, Annie. There's your.
Yeah, there's Damien.
There's your Damien and Katie.
Oh, this is upside down.
Oh, see, look at him.
And so,
He's
like this one tells you, like right there. They tell you where they fall. So it'll be by their.
Got it now.
Yeah, by their people, and then like this one is after Trial of Lace and Bone, and then there are a bunch of them. They're in between. Like Morbids is a chapter in Invoking, where he like talks to Rune and then he leaves to go bang his wife, and you can see him nail his wife.
Okay, when you told me about this book, I am going to throw this out there.
I don't remember being told about this.
Because I said, well, yeah, I have book 1 and I have book 2. And she goes, oh, you need this. This is all the filth.
Yeah, this was what I did on Patreon for 1 year. Cause before I got like too busy to run this anymore. So I would have the people on Patreon be like, okay, what couple do you want? And give me a theme. And I would give them something that would be canon. So like they would be like not Rune and Vashki. They would like Faye and Vashki, and they want rope and they want like whatever. And then I would write out a scene for them. And then so after the year was done, I took them and we made this thing out of it.
And it's beautiful.
And we love it.
It's so gorgeous.
There's so much. And they also it has the vellum inserts in them too. So it has
I did see those.
Yes. I was an artist before I was an author. I just took all of it with me.
Were you?
Yeah. So and all this art is not mine.
So have you done all this art?
No, I don't. I'm like the art director, so I have 4 different artists that I use.
Gotcha.
And then I give them like what I want because I'm an artist. I can articulate like what I'm looking for, and then they send it to me. I draw over it and send it back.
So hard. I mean, we've seen authors come up and it's the art is hard because it doesn't like because
they can't articulate what they want. They're like because they can't see it in their head. Just like in the same way that if you grab the reader and was like, hey, yo, write a book. If you don't have the skill set, it's real difficult to articulate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's really hard when you have like a cover and you go, okay, like now we're trying to try and do art and it's hard
for these,
to get it to
I always
match.
do this. Yeah, I do the covers. Even my the other covers for these guys. These are all done by Zoe Holland, and I love her to death. And she does all these. So she sends me the artwork separately, and then I put it together, and then do the things to it. So like where the foil is going to go and where the typography is going to go and all that other stuff.
Gotcha.
That's cool.
All right, let's oh, I'm breaking things now on my desk. So I want to talk about special editions because
you're like the queen of special editions.
Because I am so
real
throw that out there.
That makes
for
me
real.
so
and
happy.
Your whole thing is like curated. You have such a branding presence in person, online. Like I see something that pops up of yours and I go, that's Kalista's. That is this, that is this, that is this. Like it is so there and I love it. It makes me so happy.
I love that.
So when you are going through and you're doing like your special editions, because not only have you had like book box stuff done, you've had your own special editions that you're doing that you just shown. So you have like the ones where they're touching hands and you have the one where they're like back to back. And you've got some amazing styles that you've created. I would love to know the creative process behind doing these. Love those.
I love them so
Gorgeous.
much. So I have a vision of what, and my husband didn't help me. He doesn't do the vision portion because he's not a creative. I call him my war horse. He's very blue collar. He knows how to how to organize my warehouse, how to get the things in the trailer, how to so he does that side of it for me, but he also has really good business ideas. So like when we were initially starting, I was just gonna do like a regular white box kind of thing. And he was like, no, you want to build an experience for your readers. So you need to have a box with your stuff on it. It needs to be badging from like as soon as they grab it, not when they see your book. It needs to be like before the book is even there. So yeah, exactly.
Like the bags.
I know my bag. I could not get rid of it. Like I kept. I
love it.
Why?
So I love
like
them.
why are we're keeping our bags? Like
because they're so
I haven't
cute.
I know.
I keep everything.
I mean, look at that art on that one.
Yes, that's our trio. We love them. So he was the one. A lot of my success is the partnership I have with my husband. So him doing all of the I don't want to call it mundane, but like taking all of the normal things from me and letting me just sit in the creative part helps a lot in our business, because this is art, but I look at it as a business, because we just got to retire him this last time, so he's with me full time now. So he'll be at all the shows and everything. He doesn't like to stay outside because he doesn't like the crowds, but he's there in the vicinity. He'll have his Kalista's Warhorse badge running around. But so we're so happy to have that. But it's a business, so you need to know when to back off on your art, when to compromise, and when to push business. So you have to kind of have this balance of it. And so there are things I won't compromise on. My bitch is never going to be a white girl. She is Asian. I'm always going to have BIPOC in it. It's always, I'm going to have her in the front and center. I have her in the book too. So you can never whitewash my girl. So that is there are things I will not compromise on, but there are for these guys, this is a much simpler design because it translates better than, where's my other guy? Than these ones. This is a much more complicated design. So it's a lot of it is learning as you go. And so this, if you look at the dress, there's patterns in the dress, there's this and that and the other. And so the more complex designs, they don't translate as well. They look gorgeous on paper, but when they're on an object, it's a different breed that you have. So it's a lot of it
you want them to pop, right? It's the whole, it's how do you make your sprayed edge pop so you can see it from afar and know exactly what it is.
Exactly. Because I kind of, because I'm also tattooed, I kind of do it as when I give analogies of what you need to have for your thumbnail, for Kickstarters and that kind of thing, because I have other authors that ask me, and I try to be a resource. So I'm it's like a tattoo. It needs to be big enough to from across the way you can see that this is a fish. If it's this big and you gotta come up to it to be is that a fucking fish? Is that a frog? Is that a gecko? That's not working. So you need to be able to hit from curbside is what we call it. So if you can't see it from curbside and tell what it is, then you're missing the whole ass boat. So you need to have whatever you're working on, and there needs to be enough contrast so it strikes. They need to be able to recognize what it is, and then hopefully your branding will include what it is with the rest of your stuff. Because if you just lined up my sprayed edges next to each other with all of them that I have, it should all bleed Kalista. They shouldn't be okay, well that's, I don't know what that is and that is and that is. So if you look at the other if you Bookish Bucks, for example, if you just took all their special editions for the year and put them all together, all the sprayed edges aren't cohesive. They're beautiful, but they don't look like they all belong to one person. They don't. So I mean, that's what you want to do with your collection, is make it look like it's a collection. So a fashion show, this is all one collection.
Yep, comes from you. You try to keep things cohesive, certain patterns or just styles or whatever, and try and keep it cohesive through the whole thing. I mean, we're really big on that. I think that especially when you're doing special editions, you're finding people who want to collect. So
yes, I want the dragons that collect everything like I do.
Yeah,
so,
we're collectors. Yeah. So
and then I make sure the typography matches and they are in the same spot. So when you put them together side by side, this is a paperback and a hardcover, but typography is in the same place. And then I make sure the title for the third book will fit. And then when you look at the spines all line up in the same spot. The titles are there. The badging on the bottom and the top are the same.
It's surprising all of it lines up. How important it is, right?
Yeah.
It is so important.
It's the devil's in the details.
Size.
Yeah.
It is. There's nothing that will drive me more crazy when I have a book and I go and get the second one and they are not the same height.
Yes.
Or they have different colored paper.
It makes
I'm like,
me insane.
excuse me.
Yeah. I'm like, how dare you?
What are we doing?
But I even think
the book dragon in me freaks out.
Yes.
Even in the same author, like maybe you have 2 different book series, they still should match. Because I'm going to put them all together.
Yeah.
Like, I want my same author to be all together. I want them all to be still cohesive, even though they're different. And I mean, me and Laura are still picky about like end papers. Like, like I hate to be a dick, but when I open that, like I want those end papers to show me what I'm getting into.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That to me is like the cover is like, this is the book.
So like this is our bitch, and then this is my end paper.
See? And they need to be colored. They need to be bright. They gotta pop. They gotta show you.
And
this
then the
is
back.
what you're getting into.
You need to save one of those for me when we meet up in Nashville. I'm just gonna throw that out right now.
I love those ones so much.
They're gorgeous.
And then they make
gorgeous.
Where she loses her V card too. This sword.
Fantastic.
It's his sword and her snake and her crown.
That's awesome. Oh my God. Those are great.
Yeah. So Soul Obsession. She gets taken as a war prize. She loses her V card to the hilt of the sword in his carriage. She's super mad about it, so she stabs him to the heart, and he has the audacity to not die. And then other things happen.
The audacity!
The audacity to not die.
How dare you not die?
And she like in the scene I wrote, like she rams and like so he's sleeping, and she's looking at him. And she's like, "This bitch has never been in battle. This is a noble that is just playing dress up with a sword." So she takes her hair clip out of like it's her hairpins. They're daggers. So she pulls it out and she like slams his chest. Like her hand hits his chest, so the blade is in there, and he should be dead, and he is not, and she is mad.
That's awesome.
And he is also mad, but she is mad.
Yeah, I mean, you wake up to being stabbed. I can't imagine you not being mad. Like for real though.
But because he's a soul drinker.
I can hear you in your books though when I'm reading them.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Amazing.
I do too.
Like, I can hear Kalista writing this.
I'm like, she's talking to me.
Right. I know. I'm like, where is she? Where is she? She's like,
it's really interesting
right here.
Because as we were talking before we started filming, you started saying things about calling your niece and friends like hoe and bitch. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you freaking golden harpy. It's like you literally put yourself as the sister in this book.
So actually, so Faye and Sparrow, I'm kind of in between. I'm both, but like Sparrow is actually my bestie. Her name is Melissa Sparrow. That's why the name is Sparrow. And
nice.
she lives in Cali, and she is the Sparrow that you guys get is a watered down version of her. She is worse.
Love it.
That is a whole ass real person. That's my bestie. So like I'm not as close. Like Faye was the hardest thing to write for me because she is the complete opposite of what I am. Like I would, if I had her power, there would be like 3 pages of the book because I would just kill everybody and it would be done.
That's the hard part, right? Where you're like, but this is where D&D comes into play a little bit, right? A little bit where you're like, okay, I did my character sheet. She can't quite do that, right? Like, she does have some boundaries we've created for her.
So what I do with those, because I don't want it to be like plot driven. I don't want them to have plot armor. I don't want it to be like, okay, this happened because, and this happened because. I want it to be like a uniformed, this happened because of what she is. So I actually, when I build these things, I build a society. Like, so I have the overarching of like whatever plot I want to have. So like with Invoking the Blood, it's systemic racism, right? So that's like there's smut and filth and everything, but like if you dig down deep into it, the thing I'm mad about and I'm screaming about is systemic racism and how bullshit it is.
You can see that.
And then so that is like the thing that I'm screaming over. But to build that, I need to have a class system that is just like is very rude to the people who don't have, right? So the people who don't have magic, the Narians, are seen as animals because they have no magic and they have no barriers in their head, just like animals. You can just walk in there and just take them out if you want. So that's why they're classified that way. And then so to build that, it's like, okay, so what would that world look like? What would they like worship? What's their religion? What is this? What is that? Like how would this sit and function as a society? Because it has to sit there and it has to be its own character. So setting is always its own character for me. And that's the first thing I built. So that's like the cradle. And then I put the characters in. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna have this girl that's like is gonna be in this shit position, but her ceremony's gonna fail because she's just at the wrong altar and all this other stuff. And then I pair her because you want your for me anyway, I want my character, like my male and female, the MMCs and FMC, I want them to be in opposition. So if I already have Rune, like I have him, so if I have this like royal aristocratic knucklehead that's a fucking snob, right? Who am I going to pair him with that's going to give him the most headache? I'm going to pair him with a fucking peasant. So how is a peasant going to look at these motherfuckers? So like those are the kind of things that you put aside, and then all of their duality and their dichotomy and everything that they're going to fight over and see totally different views over, because people will try to wipe it away as like, oh, this is a miscommunication trope, they should have just talked. And it's like, okay, homie is 3,000 years old, he didn't go talk to fucking nobody, and she is very stuck in her views because she is from this othered place from very far beneath, so they ain't never gonna talk.
No, there's a scene in Trial of Lace and Bone where Faye gets recognized as the council comes together. The queen gets recognized as is she a queen? Is she the queen?
Yeah, so she's now the queen of Anaria.
This is the perfect example of what you're talking about, because she wants to go into this with like love. She wants to go into this with like, we're gonna be, like she kind of wants to be like rise above this violence, right? That the Dark Bloods want to create, and she goes in there with that. She's like, okay, like she talks about it with everyone. This is the goal, and when they get in there,
they all do the opposite.
The opposite, right? He starts to like, he kills the queen. He and afterwards she's like all mad, and he's like, I don't understand why you're mad. Yeah, and she's going, it's just because their classes are so different, right? He literally has to tell her, I need you to explain to me why that was wrong. And you see the differences between the two of them. Like, yes, like they have to talk about the differences and be like, and explain to each other why that was wrong. And she's explaining to him why what he was doing was wrong, and he's like, but we've always done this. And it's that exact opposite that you're talking about that is so cool. But to watch them work it out is what's good about it too.
And which is a real relationship, is how it's like, because that's another thing I hate when it's magic dick and magic pussy, and like, I'm depressed, I have all these issues, but this guy is fucking me so good, I'm fine now. I hate that. So and then for those of you confused about the whole queen scene, so Faye goes to the High Council, she gets recognized as the queen of her realm of Anaria. Another girl, so there's queens are not just the realm, queens are also of their court. So there's another court. Think of them like, if you're a gamer, think of them as like guilds, and guilds war against each other. So the guild master is the queen typically. Usually it's run by a girl. So there are some men who'd have their guilds, but like typically it's head by a queen. So another queen of Lace and Bone, that's why the title's there. She likes to hunt in Anaria, and she doesn't want Faye to have Anaria. So she's like, no, this is mine. And she goes and starts a ruckus with Faye, and she's immortal. And Rune kills her, like doesn't murder her, like she's not dead. She's dead for right now till she regenerates.
Temporarily.
Yeah, right. So like Rune drags her away, burns her hand off, and stomps on her neck, and she's dead temporarily. And Faye is mad about it.
It was a great scene. It was a great scene.
So Faye being the human, like quote unquote, and she's the mortal that was the peasant that isn't used to the Dark Bloods are very violent. They're very violent. Like you have to kill them or they're just gonna keep talking shit. Is Rune's mentality. So he kills this girl. She's not really dead. She's like temporarily, like he silenced her is his thinking. And then Sadie is holding the crowd because she can like get into your brain. So she's holding the crowd. And so they're doing all of these things that they think are correct for Dark Bloods. And in Dark Blood society, it is correct. That's what you would do. Yeah. But her as being a human and trying to rule the right way, because she's very naive still, is going to be like, she doesn't want to do any of this. She wants to just like handle it like professionally, like in HR, and there ain't no HR here. These are the streets.
There's no HR. It's that streets, perfect scene of like total opposites,
Yeah. And Vashki just wants him to apologize. Like Vashki just wants Rune to apologize, and Rune is like, if I don't know why she's mad, this is like, I can never fix this. So you're just trying to put a band-aid on it and to figure out.
We love her. We want the queen.
Yeah.
Just apologize.
Vashki's like, I don't give a fuck. Just say you're sorry.
I love that. I love it. He's just like, just say you're sorry.
Just do it. We want to be with her.
Yep.
Yeah, like whatever she wants, we're gonna do. Just say you're sorry and don't kill anybody anymore.
Yeah. Exactly.
But then all of a sudden he goes, "They touched her. We must kill her." And then
exactly.
Like, bro, chill. I love the inner battle.
They are
and
hilarious.
I love it. Oh,
because they're so
That's
opposite.
a moneymaker.
Yeah, even as much as Rune and Faye are opposite, I think Vashki and Rune are even more in opposition. They're like,
Totally.
and you'll get more into it as you get further into A Trial Lace and Bone, because they're gonna have to talk and they're gonna have to like come together because they're both with their queen, and they're both like, they have to learn how to like coexist with each other and not just like squash this motherfucker down. I'm tired of hearing him, kind of thing.
Well, it has some little bit of dynamics of like Polly a little bit too, even though
no, definitely,
you know what I mean. Like even though Vashti's not corporeal, it's definitely
he's corporeal enough when she's like in their mind.
It is.
Oh.
But there's all these different personalities, and they're all trying to. So it does have these like
it is very Polly. Yeah,
and I am like, I'm a diehard for a good Polly.
Yeah,
like,
I am the Alphabet Mafia. I'm Pan and Polly, so this is like I write from a place of knowing.
Look, Laura.
Yes.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
all you get. And if you're not on the video, you're gonna miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have it out here. Do I have it out here? I have another.
I'm not gonna lie. I saw the inserts before I read the book, and I went,
I know.
I need this book now.
I love the art of where is it? The art of him tied up. That has sold my book more than I have. Do you have it?
She does.
That art piece, yeah. That has sold my book more times than I have.
I don't have that one. Why don't I have that one?
I kept everything from Tea and Tropes. Okay, I kept it all, and it's all lived in my Kalista Neith bag.
I'm looking
because I look at it and I go, num num. I am going to tell you, for any other authors that are out there, and you're going to do these events, for the love of all that is holy, please put your information on your art cards.
It's so helpful. Like sometimes I'll be if there's
helpful.
multiple books and I have different pieces of art, I don't like most of the time it's visually, you're like, I know who that is, but then you're like, oh wait, which is this one again? And like I think it's
or on the front corner.
Love the front corner.
Just something, because the amount of stuff that I have now where I go,
I don't know who that belongs to.
Yeah, I started doing that because that's exactly what I saw. I would see the readers like posting, what art is this for? And like one of them was my wifey, Janine O'Reilly. It was her, I call him Tooth Daddy Mandex. So like it was her Tooth Daddy. And I was like, oh, that's Tooth Daddy. And then all these other motherfuckers are like, that's Resand. And I'm like, bitch, I will fight you. That is Mandex, thank you.
No, you are wrong.
Awesome. That's great.
So after I saw that, I started putting the information on the back because I cannot.
It's
I'm like,
so helpful, especially those shows, because it's
because you get so many. Yeah,
that if one slips out and you don't know, and then you're like, oh.
And then by the time you get home, you have like your high when you're there. When you get home, you have like a stack of prints, and you're like, who the fuck does any of this belong to? I have no idea.
Well,
and we also
especially when you're traveling
in the book, please.
Yes, can everything needs to fit inside the covers.
If they're too big in the book, it's too hard. They need to fit inside the book, because when I open it, I want to be able to have them all in there. And when they're, that's not.
So
you don't like that, okay?
And Kalista, you've done a ton of things that are like special edition. You've done all these art cards. What are some of the things for authors out there that you are like, these are my musts to doing art and special editions?
Yeah, I will. Let me actually grab one because I have a perfect example of this. Like my key piece of advice is always have a piece of art that you would walk across a convention for, like you'd walk past tables for. Yeah. This is like what you would do, like that, have that piece of art, because everyone wants different stuff. So like I want, if you have like a white hair dude, I'm all about it. That's like my Shishomaru is my whole like daddy. So like everyone's gonna have your own thing. So like whatever your thing is, if you want like a dark haired wing daddy, if you like redheads, if you like whatever your deal is, have a piece of art that you yourself walk across the whole ass convention for and go grab. And I'm gonna go grab it so I can show it to you, because this is one that I walked across convention.
Yes, please.
For.
Yes. I love it. I know. Now I feel like there's like some anticipation. There's like a build up here.
We're building up. Here we go.
Build up.
Put this shit back on. Okay, so I didn't even see the book. This was not, because I don't like bears. So this wasn't even like, it wasn't even the book. It was this piece of art right here, and this was actually her banner. If I can get it out. Where the fuck is the thing?
Yeah.
Banners are huge.
Yeah.
Like so important.
And you don't need a crazy banner like I have. Like when I started, I had all I had was 11 by 17s in like pictures in frames, and I just had them on I had 2 on one side and 2 on the other side, and that's what I started with. So you don't need to be crazy with the whole giant banner, but this piece of art.
Oh.
And I didn't walk like I actually found this at A Million Lives, which was a disaster. But when I was walking around looking at everybody, I didn't walk past the other tables because I don't want to be rude, but I saw this across the fucking way, and like,
and you're like,
I did not want to be at the other tables anymore.
I love it.
But yeah, but have a piece of art that you yourself would walk across a fucking convention for, and that will sell your book before anything, because I didn't give a fuck what the book was about. She was going to tell me the book, and I was like, I don't fucking care, just give it to me.
I want that.
I am 100% in agreement. Your art will
I have bought more books at a convention based off the art than anything else,
or even just the cover. Like,
yes,
your cover should be art. Like,
and this
is what
this is Fern Ellis.
Okay,
this is our baddie, and so he's like a bear shifter, and they're fae or something. I don't know what it's about. I saw that piece of art, and I was like, oh my Jesus, I need that in my life. So I'm the slowest reader in the whole world. I haven't read it yet, but like all of this art, this is the bad queen. Because I was looking at the pictures, and like the good queen, I was like, can I have the bad guy? So like it was this and this, and I was done. I was like, she was trying to tell me pricing. I'm like, I don't care. Just run my card. Here, just take it. Just
here's my plastic.
Yeah, I'm like, take my plastic. Stop talking to me. Put it in the bag.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I think people also, they spend like, because when you have readers in front of you, you're not gonna have like a lot of time for them to like, I'm not going to be able to say, hey, this book is about systemic racism and I want to address these issues. Like, that's not what you're gonna, that's not a pitch, right? So your pitch, I always tell people just run your tropes, because you don't have to like really say anything. Like my pitch for Invoking is, this is my enemies to lovers in a dark fantasy setting with Hades, Persephone vibes and vampires. That's my pitch for Invoking. For Soul Obsession, I give them so she's taken as a war prize. She loses her V card and hilt of his sword in his carriage. She's pissed off about it, so she stabs him in the chest, and he doesn't fucking unalive about it. So she's real mad. And then suicide. And then I tell them, this is spice with a side of plot. This is plot with a side of spice. So pick which one you want.
Exactly.
I love it.
I do too.
So yeah. So you just tell them, like, get a piece of art that will get them to you. And then just something that is less than that you can say in about 5 seconds, because that's all they're going to be. And then don't fuck around with the, hi, how are you? Nobody cares. Their brain turns off. When they roll up, throw your pitch immediately and talk loud enough so that everyone within 15 feet of you, like my neighbors, they know my pitch by heart and they probably hate my ass. So say it loud enough so other people can hear you 15 feet. It's kind of like your
but there's something to say about an author who has a confidence in what they've done. Like, it's
absolutely.
I think that, I mean, we've been to enough shows now where it's really hard sometimes, because you know that they probably have a great book. But they're
shy.
New, and they're shy, and they are used to their own world in their own head, and then getting out in front of people is like,
and
they are. Yes. And so they're going, but yet they've written some of the most amazing stuff, and you're just like, I mean, to that extent, sometimes you have to hope that other people are speaking for you, like online, and doing the work that needs to be done. But ultimately, you're going to be your biggest supporter.
You are your biggest supporter. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you can be proud of what you're putting out. yeah. But I think my point with that, though, is I do think that it shows through with what you do. Like, I think that your confidence in what you're doing, it shows through with the art. It shows through with your books. And I think it just all translate, and I think it all pulls together. And like Laura was saying, it really does complete like your brand. And I think you're just really, really good at that.
So it's you just need to embody your inner Rihanna, because she might beat me, but she'll never beat my outfit.
I love that so much. That's so great. This is true.
It's like, you might sell more books than me, you might get more patrons than me, but my fucking my special editions.
My special editions. Yeah.
I'm like, do you see those bitches?
They'd be gorge.
They'd be gorge. And because you do so many shows, like a lot of times that's what people are there for. Like, they're there for.
No, exactly.
They're for the special edition. They're there. Like, I'm a psycho, because to me, it's like, I'd rather go to a show and buy 25 books.
Yeah.
That are beautiful, that I know I'm going to keep and love, than order them online. It's just like
Yeah.
I like going to shows though. I like connecting with the author. And I also, shows are an experience, and I think that's why I liked Tea and Tropes, because I felt like it was an experience. So
that was
and I
one of the
think
best
Brie did a
shows.
great
Yeah,
job.
she did an amazing job. It's one of the
She
best shows. I've
fantastic.
I loved it. I can't wait for Nashville. I'm like so excited.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm
We're
so
all
excited.
so excited.
Yeah. What shows do you have coming up?
So in a couple weeks, I'm going to be at Romantasy Con in Orlando. That's with the Fabled girlies, Fabled Fantasy Events. They're amazing. I recommend them because I do the shows for a living. This is how I retired the Warhorse. So the shows I go to that are profitable are the Fabled Fantasy Events. Those are I call them the Fabled girlies. Books, Gowns, and Crowns, Jordan, amazing. Tea and Tropes, Brie, of course. And then those are like my three breadwinners. I'm going to Sinners and Stardust in NOLA in March. And then of course ApollyCon, because like you have to. But those are like my breadwinners. There are other ones that you go to, but they're like the ones that I like make the most of my living at is going to be those shows, and they're so well organized. I love them.
Maybe you'll have to someday try and come to FanX.
What is that?
See if that's okay.
What is that?
So FanX was created years ago to kind of be like Comic-Con.
Oh.
But they only do it in Salt Lake, and it's huge.
I need to look into that.
Huge, because it's massive. It just wrapped up like 3 weeks. It's at the end of September. It's the last week of September, and the amount of people they bring through this place is insane. Is it like a Comic-Con, or is it for books, or is it because like we do Fan Fusion here? So they do. It's probably a lot like that. So it's like it's a lot like
it is mostly like anime and the con stuff, like Comic-Con, but you have like book authors sprinkled,
book authors, and they do like a whole big space that's just meant for that. And so you get this trickle in of all these other people, and I think your books would fit into that setting.
I do too.
I'll have to look into that.
Really, really well. I mean, you get the people who come fully dressed up. They love being there. I mean, people plan to go to this for months in advance. So I'll look that up, because the Comic-Cons are they're close to you. I'm so bad at geography. Like, where is Utah to Phoenix? Like, how far is
Salt Lake? We're north.
Straight up. We're
straight north.
Straight up. We're straight up.
It was a 10-hour drive for us to get to Tea and Tropes.
Oh, okay, that's not bad at all.
10 hours straight up.
No.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. So look at that. So like when we did Phoenix Fan Fusion, I did that last year because it's no brainer, because it's right here and it's really like easy. That one I would say like is like it translates to like a mid-level like book event, because that one like what you would make there is like a mid-level what you make like at the events. Like I make less at what I make like at Books, Gowns, and Crowns and at the Fable Fantasy events. But because only because they're like they bring in 100,000 people or 200,000 people, but they're all there to go see the dude that played Skywalker. I can't remember his name, Mark Hamilton. So they're there to see him, and they're like they'll come by you, but they're not like it's when you go to these events that are put on like with the book balls, there's book people coming in that want to come see like a pretty book.
Yeah, they're definitely more focused.
Yeah, so there's money there. Like I don't want to discourage people from going to the cons, because there's definitely money there. No. But yeah, but sure. But I can't not go to like Books, Gowns, and Crowns to go to that one kind of thing. So I think when is Books, Gowns, and Crowns last year? Because I also have a corporate job because I'm a sickly creature, so I can only take one vacation at a time. So I can only do one vacation a month kind of thing. And what's funny is they don't know I'm an author. They think I tell them that I just go there as like a book nerd. I'm just going there to read. So they don't know I'm an author at all. They have no clue.
They don't
How
know?
do they not know?
How do they? I know. I'm like, how do they not know?
So one of the girlies found me.
No, I don't understand.
One of the girlies found me because when my boss doesn't know because she's not on TikTok, but one of my coworkers found me because of the whole Million Lies debacle. She found me on TikTok through that, and she was like, an author? Like, because we get in early before my boss comes in. So I came by and she was like, are you an author? And I looked at her and she was like, I saw you on TikTok. And I'm like, okay, but don't tell Shannon. And she was all, she was like, no, I won't. That's why I'm saying it now because she's not here yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, so one of my,
since we're talking about,
yeah.
So go ahead.
One of them knows, and then I have another one that walked in on me when I was selling at Barnes & Noble, and I didn't recognize him because the first time I met him, because the company I work for is like gigantic. We typically work from home, but like we're massive. So like my little department that I see is probably like 12 people, but there's like thousands. So there's one guy that came in that recognized me and called me by like my Sadie name, which is also not my real name. So my work name is Sadie, my author name is Kalista. So he called me Sadie, and I was like, I looked up and I didn't recognize him because I met him the first time. I met him for like 2 days before COVID shut everything down. And so we weren't in our workroom anymore. Like we all went home after that. So I didn't recognize him. He put on some weight. He had like a full ass beard. Like when I met him initially, he was like clean cut. He was like, oh, like I go to the gym 17 times a day. And so I didn't recognize him because he picked up some weight. He was like a full beard. And I was like, who the fuck? I was kind of looking at him. I guess I like the who the fuck was on my forehead. He was like, oh, it's me. And told me his name. I was like, oh, hey. So there's one person in the like quadrant that knows that I'm an author because he came into one of my signings accidentally. And then somebody saw me on TikTok, and that's it. Like I don't talk to nobody about any of it. I don't tell them nothing. I accidentally went to work one time with my thermos that had Boschke's picture on it. And then I just left that bitch at home after that because she was like, oh, who's he? He's cute. And I was like, Invoking the Blood.
You're like, you can't help but not say it. Like, you have to say it, but then you're like...
I was like, please, God, don't look at my author pictures.
Don't worry. It's just this random book I wrote.
Yeah, I'm like, so
along with all these others.
My friend Kalista Neith wrote this book.
Right? and then my boss, she's so cute because she has some poetry that she got published in like in college. So she talks about like how like when I go to the book event, she always reminds me that she has published poetry. It cracks me up. I'm just like
cool, boo boo.
One time I like forgot myself and I was like, but do you get paid for it?
Had to have your mic drop moment.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
But they have no idea. Like I keep it very separate. So my
like
professional life has no clue.
For you.
So it's I keep it all very separated.
Oh
Dude.
my gosh. Okay.
I want to hear a little bit from your mouth about the Million Lives convention. If there's been any update, because there was supposed to be an update and then she just kind of disappeared from social media and emails weren't going through. I know that people were really struggling with some of that.
So I think unfortunately the people who were like doing legal action, because I was doing legal action, she paid us. So I got reimbursed. I know a couple of others that were partially reimbursed. But like I think if you like because of my corporate, I have like legal stuff for free. So I just like stick the corporate lawyers on her because you have like you can utilize their such and such for whatever. So like they make wills, they do this, they do that. And I was like, hey yo, can you unfuck this? And they're like, yeah. So we did that, and it was bad because she doesn't have an LLC. So I went after her personally. So she was if you ever go to a book event, do it under an LLC, bitches. Don't do it under your personal name.
If you do any business,
don't do it under you.
If you do any business, anything. It's so easy to make an LLC.
Yeah.
It's
once you do one,
you can do
100 million of them. Yeah.
Just get the one down. Once you have one, it really does protect you. It's really. And
then even like when you're an author, do an LLC as a publishing company and hide everything behind that, because like you don't want your real name out there, because 99.7% of your fans and your readers will be great. There's going to be that 0.03% that are kind of psychotic and will want to like come and wear your skin as a suit. So don't let them get to you.
Fucking creepy.
There are a lot of creepy weirdos. So like and they don't, the sad thing about it is a lot of them are benign. Like they're very sweet. They're very nice, but they don't understand that this is a parasocial relationship and they think you're really friends. Yeah. So they'll try to like come and like talk to you about problems and this and that, or because you're in a space, they can come to the space and find you because they're local. It's like, this is
There's a line.
So yeah, there's a line that people don't understand, kind of thing. And so to protect yourself as the author, because you're something that's consumed. As soon as you print your book out and you put it out, you are now a consumable item that they can think on and have like their thoughts about and make reviews about. And they're like, you have no feelings anymore. They're like, treat me like a human. That's not what you signed up for. I'm sorry. So once you're out there, if they want to fucking drag me because I'm Chinese, that's their problem, not mine. So I mean, they're like, you just have to have a real thick skin about it. Don't look like, I don't look at my reviews. I have like the Warhorse. He looks through the like private messages and stuff. So I have people that have like my actual phone number that text me that like I have access to. But all the social stuff, because of how wild people are sometimes, all of it gets filtered through other people. I don't even touch it anymore because it's crazy.
Yeah.
And so
I don't
like hide yourself behind an LLC. But yeah, the Million Lives, I think people who are doing legal action got reimbursed because she had a house and I was coming for it. So yeah. And
I mean, I would.
Yeah, so all of that. And I point blank told her in the beginning, I was like, yo, you owe me, like, so what I got paid back was just what she had promised me. So it was the appearance fee, the hotel, and then the plane ticket. Not plane ticket. No, maybe not that, because that was mine. I forget. So it was just like I think that was it. It was the hotel and the appearance fee is what I wanted. And I told her, if you make me go through legal action, I'm going to ask for what I would have got at a show that had this many people, that I can show the average of what I do at other shows that have this many people that you said that you had, that you lied about. So it's going to be astronomically larger than what the small promised amount was. So we went after that, and then she paid me the small amount, and then I called everybody off. So I think if you to put your foot on her neck, she paid, but unfortunately everyone has that capability. So and it
was messy.
It was real messy. So it was that whole thing about I have a real hard time when people like mistreat my readers. So if you mistreat my community or my readers, I will come at you. Like I hold on to a grudge like a marriage. It's till death. I'm worse than a crow. So so she I was real upset about like it wasn't that there was no ticket sales. It was that there was no experience for the reader. And I had put my name out there and said, hey, yo, come down here and see me, kind of shit. And so and on top of that, like this show, like the level of the show, she'd asked us like 18 months prior. So it was almost 2 years ago before the show even happened. So I had outgrown the size of that show already. Like if it was just a regular show that I hadn't, like she wasn't paying me to be there and that kind of stuff, I would have canceled it because I can get a bigger show and make 3 times as much money.
Right.
And so, but I went there because I'd already made a promise. I'd already made a commitment. I already told my people, hey, I'm going to be there. So like, I think I had 2 people show up and one person brought me a carrot that was like specifically for me. So the one who brought me the carrot, I gave her all the books I had. Like every book I had, usually it's 1 paperback, right? I gave her all of it. I just gave her a whole set. I'm like, I'm so sorry you came here. This will make up for like your ticket price. This is the books and here, thank you. And so I did that. And I was like, the ticket sales were like one thing that was because that impacts us. And that's like, I'm not going to come at you if you impact me. Like if you lied and that's fine, whatever. but I'm making a business risk when I come out here. You lied to my readers. So I went to the ball to make sure there was a ball. And that's where I lost my mind, because you had my readers come and like pay $250 to come to a cafeteria that was empty with no music and no lights and no nothing.
Crazy.
And she was walking around like it was fine. And I lost it.
These girls expect, like, I mean, we're at the point now with these shows where, like, and me and Laura talk about this extensively in book signings extensively, because the whole point is to create, like what you said, is an experience.
Yes.
And that's the goal.
Yeah.
And even some of the ones we've been going to lately are very lacking, and it's very disappointing, because I feel like what they could be getting out of it is
so much
more out. It really doesn't take that much effort. And the thing is, if you don't know how to put the effort in, find someone who does, because you will make the money to pay for that person. Like if you need an event coordinator, hire her. You will pay for that. And if she needs assistance to do other things, then let her get them. It will pay for itself. You know what I mean?
The fact that when we walked in the Million Lives, there were no volunteers, I was like, there were no volunteers. It was her and 2 gentlemen, and there was no signage, and there was nothing to say that there was anything there. And it was like that was the first red flag. And then the doors opened and nothing came out, and I was like, okay. And then so all the first years, like after that traumatic experience, and like usually because I'm kind of like embroiled into the book space. Typically, the events I'm going to, I know who they are. Like some of my author wifeys, because we all talk, we all motherfucking talk. We're all very close. We have like they call it cliques, but when you've been in the space long enough, like you get betrayed by people you thought were friends. Like every scar I carry comes from people I loved and trusted. Like strangers don't hurt me. I don't give a fuck about what a stranger says. Like things that actually hurt me are from people that I let into my life. So as these things happen, you're more to be like, I want to say like more selective, but like it needs to warm up. It's not like, oh my god, I want to be friends. No. Like you get to be friends over like sharing anime memes and like your love for Shishoma or whatever. And like so it's like a natural thing occurs like with you guys. It's not like oh my god, let's be friends. No. Come to dinner. Let's hang out. Blah blah blah. It's when it's like overwhelmingly like that, it feels very pressed and it feels very unauthentic. Yeah.
Oh,
totally. I don't like when it's forced like that either.
Yeah.
So like you have your
we hate fake. Like that's like even some of our podcasts are maybe a little bit too chill. I don't know. But like if you can't have like real conversations, it's just what's the fucking point? Like why are we wasting our time sitting here talking if we're not going to be like real?
Yeah.
And
exactly.
I can spot a fake person like
girl say
no one's business. I'm like okay, we can't talk anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But like so people see these like cliques, quote unquote, but it's really these are just the people that we came up with that haven't fucked us over.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like
at this point,
and if you don't fuck me over for a couple of years and we get to be like friends, then you'll be here too. But like and we can only maintain so many friendships too. Like I can't be you can't be friends with like 18,000 followers. That doesn't
no.
So there's like a psychology to it. Yeah. And a lot of people don't understand that either. And it's like, I mean, I'll be friendly. I'm friendly to everyone.
Sure.
I'm very and like I'll give them resources. I have resources listed on my website and that kind of thing for like where to go, what I do. Everything I do is listed there. Like there is no secret to what I do. Everything I do is there because when I was starting out, everything was very like secret. Like it was all gatekeeping and this and that and the other. And it pissed me off so much because I was paying thousands of dollars to someone that's just to walk me through the industry and have been there before and they knew what they were doing, but they were like keeping me in the dark. I don't like being a mushroom. I don't like being kept in the shadows and fed shit. It pisses me off. So when I learn things and like
I love that analogy.
So do I. I'm going to steal that.
Steal it.
I might use that too.
Yes. So like when I learned how to make these things, because even with the black pages, it was somebody I knew. And I was like, hey, how'd you make those? They wouldn't tell me. And it pissed me off. So I figured out how to do it. And then I put it up online so everybody can do it. Cause like I was so upset about it. And it's not that you're not telling me and I want to do this thing. It's that the reason why indie authors are given such a shit time is because we can't produce the same things that Trad can produce because no one will fucking tell you. I'll tell you how to do all of it because I figured it out now. And that's what makes me mad because they think that if I make a black page and you have a black page, then my black page is going to be halved because now they have somebody else look at it. I'm like, do you know how voracious readers are? Do you know how many fucking books I have up here that I have never read? Do you know how many I have more in my bedroom that are just sitting there? Like there's space for everybody. And when you have a scarcity mindset, it's just trash.
Well, the thing is you can't keep up with readers too. I mean, I'm consuming 15 to 20 books a month.
Exactly.
Between alpha arcs, whatever me and Laura have going on, like audiobooks, like we're constantly moving. And the thing is like you can't keep up with that. You can't keep up with that. So you have to trust that other people in your space too are gonna provide that. And then when you have it is a community, and I think that the more you look at it as a community where we're working together, you're trying to create a safe space for people to be in. And I think that unfortunately there is a problem sometimes even with like book talk and some of these other things where we've already seen this a little bit of level of toxicity. And and I think the goal as authors and groups of authors is to just try to rise above it and just be like, look, I just back what I do, you know?
Yeah.
And then you back the people that you agree with and support as well. And they back you. And you just create your own little community.
Yeah, exactly. And so like, and I know when I was starting out, when I was like a baby author trying to figure out what I was doing, the mistakes I made, because I'm old. I'm an old bitch. I started this when I was like, I got published when I was 42. I'm like, I'm gonna be 46 now. I'm old. So the money that like, if
I'm
made
44. We are not old.
but,
We are not old.
compared to like a 22-year-old, if I make a $500 mistake, I can eat that and keep going. If a 22-year-old makes a $500 mistake, that can cripple their whole writing career, and they won't be able to get their next book like out and published, and this, that, and the other. So
yeah, you're right.
I feel like as a like an older generation author who has learned how to do this shit, I feel like it's my obligation to like share that information, so that the other indie authors who want to have a space to where, especially the BIPOC, it is so much harder to do anything BIPOC. Like I feel like I have to scream like 10 times as loud to get half of the recognition. And so having that, especially for like the other BIPOC community, like really makes my heart happy that I can help them like be able to achieve these things and that kind of stuff, to where like this is the copy you want, this is what you're looking for. Because even the jargon, like when they put their trash like book together for you, I say trash book, but they're just doing it, it's called a blue copy, so you can see how the layout is and what like your book is going to look like before they actually print the whole fucking thing. Because printing a whole fucking book costs like $300 if you want them to ship it to you to like just have a book touch first. But if they print you a blue copy, that bitch is free, and they just like turn the page. Like I don't do it anymore, but initially when I first did my Black Page edition, I was like, I need you to flip through every single page because I need to look at it, because I'm just psychotic and I'm sorry. And so they did, and they printed that, and I looked at every, like it was like a 30-minute video. I watched the whole fucking thing, every single page. I made sure like everything lined up properly, because you have the PDF to proof, but like I was paranoid and I wanted to see the whole fucking thing before because you're giving them an exuberant amount of money. You're giving them like a ton of money, and then you're hoping that you get like these 1,000 books that are going to be good. So I wanted to see it before,
with
like
one page that's off. You're like,
exactly.
And then you go, whose fault is this, right? Like who takes the fault for this? Now you got to battle it out. Who's going to take the fault for it?
Exactly. But the like everything, like I said, all you authors out there, it's all on my website. It's under if you go to kalistaneith.com, it says like actors and vendors. My actors are also listed on there. If you can also totally utilize them, they're on there. And then when you get past them, then it's all of my vendors are there. So my artists that I use, everything I use for my empire is all in there. And you guys feel free to use it.
That's an amazing resource for you to like share out for people too, because there are a lot of people that do keep that in, and they want to be shared.
Yeah, I'm like Anthony and Jasmine that run around with me as the characters, and they're like, oh my
god,
they're
so awesome. By the way,
the pictures are so fucking
they're
cheap.
fantastic.
Like if you need cosplay art prints, like their prints are cheaper than actual art. Like this bitch cost me $800. Anthony and Jasmine will do 4 professional prints for you that you can sell and have commercial rights to for $250. So they're a lot cheaper to have than like actual physical art, and you get to sell it and use it the same way. So go there. Me plugging my people.
Oh man,
like aggressively. I'm aggressively.
No, it's awesome though. I love it though because you've pumped up a ton of people. You have pumped up a lot of people in the industry, and you call people out when it needs to be done, especially with A Million Lives, all the things.
It's lives. Yeah, I lost it when I went to the. I didn't know what to do yet, because when I first went in there and like the ball was not balling. I did an apology video to my readers, because I was like, I feel so bad. Anyone who like ever came here, I'm so sorry.
We saw it,
and then I got done with that, and then she like just happened to walk across my vision, and she was like in this red dress thing, and I'm like, you were just walking around, like it's fine. And then I went to go talk to her. And then I had to leave because
the thing
I
is
didn't want to
that
start cussing.
Things don't change. Things don't change if you don't. And I think that you've actually become this powerhouse for a lot of people in the bookish space and the book industry, that they can look to you, and that you're there to help if the help is needed. And you are there to be a voice for the people who are like these little baby authors, like you said, who did not know what to do or how to go about it.
That was fucking it. That's why I went over to her. I totally forgot about that. Yeah. So I was trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. She walked across my vision, and then I heard these little like newly minted authors were like, we can't say anything because then we're gonna get blacklisted from events. And I lost my mind. I was like, honey, that's not how that fucking works.
That's part of the toxicity.
I would have been out. I would have been like, nope, let's talk.
I was like, that's not how that works. So I went to them. I told them that's not how that works. You guys are fine. You're not going to get blacklisted because this bitch ass does not run a ball. And then I went to go talk to her. And then I talked to her for a little bit, and I had to leave because I was going to start cussing her out, and I didn't want to do that. I want to stay like professional. Like I was mad, like she could see I was mad, but like I wasn't swearing like I typically do.
Yeah.
And then so her video where she looks like she's at gunpoint, she kind of is, because I'm right there and I told her, you're gonna do a video and you're gonna say you're gonna refund everyone because this is fucking horseshit. So that was her video. That's why she tagged me, because I was like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna tag me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nope.
Trash.
Yeah, I think it was incredibly smart
Well
the way
done.
you did it. I think it actually worked out well. At least for like people just felt like you were behind them and supporting them, and that will continue. That because of that, like you'll see support from some of those people for a really long time.
Yeah, and I'm always behind the indie arts, especially because so many of them that was like their first taste of a convention. I was like, oh fuck no, this is not it.
You're like, no, this is not a convention.
Yeah,
this is
not.
Let me help you.
This isn't even a Scholastic Book Fair. This is nothing.
Yeah.
It's not even a book fair. No.
Exactly.
I was like, no, this is trash. I'm so sorry. I tried to go through and like buy books from people, and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. We all tried to make the best of it. We had Speaker Steve. We all plugged, like we hoarded out Speaker Steve, and we all had our phones plugged into him. We were like dancing, doing the thing. And the worst part about it is, if she had just asked for help, I had like my whole crew was there. There was like 7 of us who could have pulled it together. We could have we would just gone to on like Best Buy and bought like a $200 speaker. And then we would have had like iPad lists, and we would just gone to like wherever to go do decorations. Like we would have helped her put it together. And we asked her multiple times, and she said it's fine, and it wasn't fine. And so she I don't know what paralysis she was in, but like
denial.
Really good.
Yeah.
We brought her a DJ too, so I don't even know. So my assistant, my girlfriend Brandy, that's like you see her with a bunch of the other shows with me. Like she didn't come to the Teas and Tropes because I actually live here, so I was like, I need you, bitch, stay home. So but when we go to like the bigger events, so Brandy was there with me, and like I had thought that they put us all together because she knew we were friends, and we were Trouble Row so that we didn't embarrass her event. And I was like, what? You invited me. I didn't apply. You asked me to come here, cunt. So Brandy had gone, like they go drinking a lot longer than I do, because I'm fucking, she is also old, but I'm older. So she went she goes drinking, and they found a DJ. It was a DJ there locally that was free. So she came back Saturday morning and gave her a fucking DJ card with his phone number. Here, because you said your DJ canceled on you. Nothing.
Wow.
It was just a mess.
It was
wild.
Messy.
Yeah.
Way wild. But we know that there's other better events.
Yes.
So, Balls, Gowns, and Crowns.
Books, Gowns, and Crowns. Fable Fantasy
Romantasy Con.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Breeze, Tea and Tropes.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely go hit up those ones at Polycon. And then you gave me another one.
I haven't been there yet, but I've seen really good things for Shadows and Seduction. That's going to be in New Orleans. And Sinners and
tried to get
Stardust.
tickets to that.
Sinners and Stardust.
And they sold out really fast.
They were gone.
Yeah, they're
Like
gone
that.
so fast.
We were trying.
They literally went so fast. We were like, oh, okay.
Oh, about that.
That was a good thought. I guess we need to be more prepared for the next one.
I have these, so you have to like apply to these things, right? So I applied to the other ones for the Sinners and Stardust, and like I haven't heard back, so I'm sad. I'm like, please pick me. I volunteer as tribute, so I don't know if I'll go to those ones, but if they let me in, I'll go. So I'm just hoping. But I definitely have Books, Gowns, and Crowns, the Fabled Fantasy events, and Teas and Tropes.
Perfect.
Awesome. Well, Kalista, where can everybody find you on the social medias?
On the social medias, so you can find me at KalistaNeith.com. That's where all the books are. That's where all the resources are. That's where all the things are. I'm most active. If you're trying to get me to see something, it's gonna be on Instagram, because on TikTok it never tells me when somebody leaves me a message or anything like that. So TikTok, it's at Kalista_Neith_author. On TikTok, just Kalista Neith, one word. I'm pretty easy to find. And then my online shop has all the things except for the Black Page editions. Unless you're going to a Polycon, then those are, because a Polycon is so crazy and unto itself. It has its own what is it called, pre-order. So I have the Black Pages available for pre-order on a Polycon only, just because it's so hectic there. But everybody else, if they want the Black Pages, you gotta come and see me, like first come first serve kind of deal when I'm at the events.
I love it.
And yeah, we'll be at Romantasy Con in like 2 weeks. Probably.
And we'll put all of this down below.
Yeah,
I know.
We'll have it aired before
I'm
you
hoping
go.
so.
Right before you go.
And then this book.
That's the hope.
This one, just click on her on Fern Ellis. She has She has a white hair shadow daddy that I love. That's not him. Where did I put him? Oh, he's hiding.
I love it.
I covered his face.
Yep.
Awful person.
White-haired shadow daddies.
How dare you?
Right? I did. I covered his
How
face.
dare you? But we will get you all linked up down below in the show notes. You guys, we love Kalista. We think you will all love Kalista. So please go follow her, do all the things. And if you see her at an event, go say hi. She's
Bring me a
fantastic.
carrot.
She's so much fun.
I forgot about that. The carrots.
Yeah, bring her a
If you
carrot.
say it,
Do
bring
you
me
want
the
to
carrot with Josh's
explain
name
the
on it.
carrot to everybody?
Yes. So the carrot, I didn't realize how big this would become. So this was also me and Brandy. We were on TikTok drinking, as you do on TikTok. We're doing a live. It's hella late. It's like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
So we're just yapping. We have like our little crowd and stuff. And she lives in like rural Texas. So she went to a farmer's market. She had this big ass carrot that's like a size of a forearm. It's gigantic. And it's because it's us, it becomes like we're talking about dicks, right? So the carrot is the dick and we're talking about it. And then she gets on about how Vashki's dick is bigger than Rune's. And I'm like, it's the same fucking body. It's the same dick. It's not a different size. And she's like, no, he's more excitable. So it's like an extra 1/4 inch at least. And I'm like, no, I'm the author. I'm canon. I say it's the fucking same thing. So she writes his name on it in a Sharpie and then thunks it on the table. And the crowd like kind of goes crazy. And then we go on about our business. Like we talk about our other chaos. We're doing our other shit. And then we hang up and we go to bed. And I think it's fine. And then the next signing I go to, people are bringing me like real carrots, like food carrots with Vashki's name on it. And I'm like, oh, this is fucking funny. I'm taking pictures, sending to Brandy, like, fucking bitch, look what you did. And so it keeps going and it keeps happening. So like the next 4 events I go to, and book signings, I'm getting carrots. So I'm like, I have to actually do something for them now because they're bringing me things and this is sticking. So then I made a comic that is just like of the Vashki carrot. He's like, why the fuck does this have my name on it? And I'm bigger than this, you know that, right? And so that's the comic. And it kept occurring and it didn't die down and it got worse. So they started bringing me bigger carrots, like carrots that they made. And so I made it to where whoever brings me the biggest carrot gets to have a paperback and they can choose one of the sprayed edges. So now that's the thing with the events. They bring me carrots with his name and that they dress up.
I love
like
it.
Spoiler, if you dress up as a carrot, like you become a costume, you're an automatic winner. And then whoever brings me the biggest carrot is like, so spoiler. And so that has happened. And like every year I have like, it's going to start at a Romantasy Con because that's where it started with originally. So Romantasy Con is where like I start the year for the carrot. So I'm going to be making a new carrot print for every year. So I have a new one coming up. It's like Vashki singing like a hoe and he's like holding a carrot, like very suggestively. So that's the next carrot print. And then on the back, I have like the information for the books and then the carrot winners for 25. So then when I redo the carrots when I do the next print, it's going to have whoever brought me the biggest carrot for 26. And it's going to go on like that because I see these people at multiple cons. So some of them already have the old Vashki carrot. So then I'm making them this new one. So every year they'll have a new one they didn't collect or they are like catching up or whatever. So like the one that we got was from the one that won for 25 was from Mindel and Capriella. I know how to spell it. I can never say it correctly. I'm like, bitch, just tell me how to say your name. But yeah, so they made me like this gigantic one from a Polycon that bitch is like 20 feet tall. It's ridiculous. It's bigger than me.
That's
I had to shove it into the truck to get it home. So I have them. So they're actually I'm redoing my the library right now, but there's gonna be a shelf on the bottom that's where the biggest carrot is gonna live.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I love when you find something that just kind of like takes on a mind of its own.
Yeah, and it just totally did it by itself. So like there is nary a carrot in any of the book. Like there's no talk about carrots in the book at all. I'm gonna put it in the wedding novella because in one of them like Sparrow walks in on Vashki and Faye, so she sees like his deal, and so I'm gonna have her bring him or like make him like a cup, like a knitted cup koozie thing, and he's like, what the fuck is this for like it's going to be some kind of gift exchange I'm going to do before like the wedding and the wedding novella. And he's like, what the fuck is this for? And she's like, it's to cover the last 2 inches of your fucking dick so you don't kill my sister. And then when he looks at her crazy and she's going to grab a carrot and like stick it onto the thing. And then like, that's where the carrot is going to get immortalized into the story.
The carrot is becoming canon.
Yeah. So the carrot will be canon after I get the wedding novella out, but as of right now, it is not because everyone will reads Invoking. They're like, "Where's the carrot?" I'm like, "There is no carrot." I got to make a video about the carrot thing. and how it started because I get asked this all the time. I might just,
I love it.
I'm probably just going to clip it out of here and then stick it in there. That's perfect. Yeah. Clip that and then send it to me.
I will. Perfect explanation of exactly how it happened and where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Kalista, we love you.
I adore you guys.
I'm so excited for these next new books. They have to get on my shelf soon. I'm very, very excited. And yeah, just huge thank you for coming on today. We love you.
I love you guys too. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Bye. Have a good day, guys.
That's it for today's episode on the Blush and Burn Books podcast, where we spread those pages and stir up all the feels. We hope you're walking away with a new book for your TBR, a smile, and maybe a little blush. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with your fellow book lovers. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube for even more bookish fun. Until next time, keep those pages turning and stay bookish.